Hello everybody, how are you all doing on this beautiful Monday? Just thought I'd update you. Today we're having a national meeting, the American Association for Cancer Research. It's a virtual meeting, totally online right now. Currently there's an ongoing lecture, but it's not really in an area that I have a peripheral interest, and I've got what I wanted out of this lecture, so I would show you what this looks like. But it certainly helps when we're not able to travel. And so this is a two-day meeting, today and tomorrow. It was supposed to be most of the week, but they'll have a second session, I believe at the end of May. I can't recall the exact dates, but it's kind of cool, and we're able to join from our offices. Plus, the other good thing is if we miss some of the sessions, we can go back and review the taped lectures later on. The only problem with that is you just can't ask questions if you have questions of the presenter. So this is some of the current data being presented at a major cancer meeting that's held every year, usually at the end of April. So that's kind of cool and an interesting thing. So several people have been asking about how Mr. Mouse is doing, and basically he's doing okay, and he's recovering somewhat uneventfully as Mr. Mouse ever recovers from anything. He's still hoisting his favorite beverage, currently leaning on the COVID response vehicle. About ready to send him up to visit with some people today because they weren't following the institution's social distancing guidelines, being 6 feet apart. So they were reminded in a gentle fashion. But if we need to get rough with them, we'll just send Mr. Mouse with his mask and everything on and let him run over their toes with his little COVID response vehicle, and that'll get their attention. Really don't have much else to say today, except that I think last Friday I was probably a little hard on President Trump. You know, I think unfortunately he's just trying to help people, trying to come up with good ideas. He just can't help it that he's not very bright, doesn't understand a lot about medicine and the medical and scientific process, but so I kind of feel sorry for him, because it seems like people just can't drop this thing about him talking about disinfectants. But to me, it's just a thing that should be laughed at, and if anybody wants to make an issue out of it, Joe Biden can in November. The other issue, I guess, that keeps popping up is opening up open up the United States, which I don't. I'm not sure that I have the expertise to know when we should open up. I just believe that the public health experts really do know what they're talking about. They have access to data that I don't, and carefully review it. And public health experts here still agree that it's probably too early, that the death rate from COVID will still be very high. You know, I do feel for those people that are really suffering, and I do understand why they want to protest and get things opened up, because I just really don't know how I myself would deal with it if I had no income right now and had bills and mortgage or rent, and looking at people sending eviction notices if you don't pay your rent by the 8th that you're out. I can understand, and I think that's probably how we should be looking at these protesters, rather than getting upset and calling them stupid. I think we just need to accept the fact that they're frustrated, that they may or may not fully understand the implications of what they're wanting to do. But I have to admit, I don't think anybody really will understand what what happens when everything opens up or certain states open up. In any event, just look at those folks with understanding and compassion. Try not to get upset with them. I just don't think that's going to solve things. I think we have to recognize their pain and try to see what we need to do to help them through that. So today's a beautiful day. I hope you're all able to get outside, at least in your yards, and enjoy the day, and stay safe out there. Bye.